in this together. Missed opportunity for an intro song. Just saying. Could have made it creepy. I did not know that Dave Franco and Alison Brie were married. They've been married for like over a decade, dude. I've been seeing all their clips on TikTok. They're cute. Honestly, I really enjoy neon horror films and A24 horror films, so I was genuinely excited for this movie to come out. Together is a 2025 supernatural body horror film, written and directed by Michael Shanks. Directorial debut, that's big news. It was a good film. Together is a literal and visceral representation of what it means to move out of the city and into the suburbs as a couple. What you doing there? Yeah, I know you want to watch this video. I know you made it this far. You want to get into these characters, don't you, dude? But make sure to like this video first. I'm gonna wait. Did you like it? Yeah, you did. On to the characters. Dave Franco as Tim. Alison Brie as Millie. Damon Herman as Jamie. It's literally about these two characters. A partnership is what they call it. Situationship it is not. They decide to move out to the middle of nowhere from New York City because that matriarch, dude, that woman, she got a job. Alison Brie, she got a job, dude, as a teacher. Your man's Dave Franco, he ain't got a job. At least it doesn't seem like it. He's in a band and he's 35. So you know what? Obviously, why not move out? It wasn't a pleasant move out. It was extremely awkward, but I really appreciated it because it reminded me of their backgrounds. Both of these actors are very much integrated into comedy, so I really appreciate them bringing comedy to this horror supernatural film. Let's just get right into Dave Franco's character, Tim. So they move into the new house, and he smells this smelly little smell. Smelly little smell. And he realizes there's some fucking rats above the light in one of the rooms. I feel like this house is definitely haunted, dude, because that was a literal memory he had when he was a kid. Apparently, his dad passed away and his mother just laid there with the dead body. And like, this imagery is so just like fucking gross, dude, but beautifully fucking gross. It's disturbing. They are on a weird trajectory and a weird path. And Tim is like, I gotta go play this show. They go hiking and they fall into this pit. And it has like this weird imagery of bells with a symbol on it. Clearly some cult shit, you know. If you're like an OG, or maybe you're not, I feel like I don't get enough consistent viewers to have OGs yet. I don't know, but like low-key, if you're an OG though, you know I like cult stuff. You know I fuck with cult stuff. They fall in this pit. They don't know what to do. They're from the city. They have no idea what's going on. Learned how to build a fire from Man vs. Wild. They build this fire, they drink from the well. And this is when shit goes wrong. It's like something is up with the land. They wake up, their legs are stuck together. And random side tangent. You know in How I Met Your Mother, when Marshall and Lily become one, instead of saying, I want to do this, they say we. This is what this movie literally is about. But some gross fucked up shit makes it pretty literal. After like this little spell in the fucking caves, dude, Dave Franco low-key tripping, dude. He can't stay away from her. There's like a fucking gross-ass scene at a school, you know what I'm saying? He tries to hop on a train to go to a show. It can't happen. It's like the farther they are apart, the more disillusioned one of them feels. And I wanted to commentate on this alone. Like, Dave Franco and Alison Brie did a really good job at like making this weird body horror imagery just come to life. Dave Franco looked like he was on crack cocaine. He could not get enough of Alison Brie. Anytime he was without his bae, he just scratched his neck fiending, dude. He's like, where is she? Where are you? He finds her. But like, you know what? It's like he can't have enough of her. And that's what this movie's all about, dude. Dave Franco's character, Tim, is realizing that there's some fuck shit going on with his body, and he realizes this isn't normal because there's like indications of him feeling weird and feeling strange when she's not around him. And I wanted to go right back to the school though, because you're integrated to this other character, another fellow teacher who ends up making his presence known. This teacher's name is Jamie. I really like this scene when they're just physically coming together to become one, and it's just so disturbing. There's contortionism going on. There's a really funny scene where they're just crushing up lorazepam, I think it is. They have like this whole bit about like Valium, and if you've seen it, you've liked it. At least I like that part. It was funny. They're just like crushing it up and they're snorting it. They end up like getting like physically stuck together. And this is when they split apart. And this is when Alison Brie's character, Millie, goes to Jamie's house, the other teacher. And you're getting this backdrop of the energy of what a cult is, right? They got to figure it out. I mean, there was an inkling when she visited him another time that he had this wedding tape that she wanted to see. And I like this aesthetic of like showcasing what the cult is through like this old lens of what a VHS is, to bring that nostalgic look to our eyes of what happens in this cult. Something about the land brings them together and physically merges one person into another person, just into one. Like this. Like they merge like this and they're one, you know what I'm saying? And clearly Jamie merged with his partner. He's one body, two souls. And no matter what happens, they try and fight it. And while he is showing her all this stuff on tape, Tim goes back to the hole they fell in and he sees the missing couple that was mentioned earlier in the movie. And they didn't fully form yet. They didn't do it right. They're like a weird, like, creature looking thing. It reminded me of the movie The Substance. That ending scene, if you haven't seen The Substance yet, spoiler alert, the ending scene with Demi Moore's character just like gross and hideous looking and monstrous looking, that was like a cool scene for me too, because I grew up with like monster movies, and I don't know, I'm glad like it's kind of being showcased in like within like the human, I guess, if that makes sense these days. I thought that was really cool. That scene was disturbing, but they weren't missing. They just didn't fully transform, and nobody was like watching out. Like Jamie's trying to look out for Millie. And when they converge, they just kind of give into it. And that scene is also very beautiful. They just kind of just let the aura carry them away, and they become one. They make it beautiful. They play some good old Spice Girls and have a great time. This left me with some questions, though. I want to know more about this cult. Like, how did it start? Why is it there? Did they conjure up a spirit? Did they conjure up some sort of entity? Or does the land have like this sacred thing about it that makes people become one? These are questions I'm left with when it comes to this movie. And I don't know if they'll get answered, but just something to speculate on, something to kind of think about. Like, what is up with this? And like, is everyone in the community one? Yeah, let me know what you thought about this movie. And do we need more original horror movies like this? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time.